Okay, today we're going to be watching a brief clip which is going to take us into our next unit. Oh, oops, I forgot.
Here we go, Dumbledore asks the end of story. Goodbye, the end.
Harry Potter!
Shh.
Tell me the words.
First, tell me. The unforgivable curses there are.
Where's that?
So late.
What's that? Unforgivable. It's very wonderful.
Correct. The minister says you're too young to see what these curses do. I say different. You need to know what you're up against. You need to be prepared. You need to find another place to put your chewing gum besides the other side of your desk, Mr. Finnegan. I'm here for classrooms. So, which curse shall we see first?
So if anyone's actually ever read the book, you know that his Mad Eye Moody's famous expression is, what is it, Sammy? Being such a Harry Potter fan that you are?
I don't know.
His phrase in this scene is constant vigilance. Constant vigilance. The idea being, and why this is the what's it called? This is the clip which we use to start off this unit. You'll see in just a moment. First things first. Because I'd like everybody to look at the survey. Don't read it up. Sorry, wrong one. Do that
I
back.
saw Harry Potter at midnight.
Thanks for
Did you
sharing.
dress up as a wizard?
I got a Harry Potter t-shirt.
Okay, so what I'd like you guys to do first is to look at the survey. Just take the survey. Don't read anything else. It'll take you approximately a second. Much like most of these magazine surveys.
Should we check out the ones that apply to us?
That's a good idea. Does you really like me? Find out in 3 new steps. So please just look at that survey right now. It'll take you a second and give me some type of sign. Wave your hand. Put your hand in the air when you complete the survey.
Oh no, I'm a prime candidate for a cult.
I told you not to read the rest of it.
Oh, sorry.
Good job, Sammy. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, you're still not done?
What's that deal What?
Rabbi,
No, but
I am.
I have a question about one of the questions.
Go for
The
it.
woman says, I sometimes
Oh, don't worry about
like taking risks. I often like taking risks. So does that fall sometimes less than often? So sometimes it's part of often.
Correct.
Does that mean, is it a yes or a no?
Sometimes, good question. Check them both out if you need to.
There's only one though.
Okay.
My point is, it's more than sometimes, but sometimes is part of often.
Then check it out. Isn't that tough? Thank you. Okay, we're done?
Si, senor.
Okay, so if you circled a check, like Sammy has already showed us, if you circle a check more than 3 of those statements, then guess what? You are a possible target of a cult.
Prime candidate for a cult.
Fair enough, a prime candidate for a cult.
More than it or including
3 and more. Odd, the club. 3 and plus. Which, if you think about it, is a startling thing, because how many people here are prime candidates for a cult?
Well, I was going to say.
How many people here are prime?
me.
According to this list,
Yeah. We're all prime candidates for a cult, apparently. Especially here in Downtown Jewish Academy.
the dance team influences the dance teams.
And the dance team indeed is a cult. So, please, Mickey, please check out the bold in the second line. All that is missing.
All that is missing is the right time, place, and recruiter from a cult.
Quite simply, and the reason why now that it'll become clear that I put this video up on the board, is because all it's missing is the right time, the right place, and a recruiter, and any of us would have been susceptible. Now, as the rest of the clip goes on, and specifically the way the rest of the Harry Potter book goes on, he talks about all three of these curses, and he says that it's close to impossible to avoid any of them. So why is he telling you of them? Because you have to know what you're up against. Constant vigilance. Constant vigilance was what he said over and over and over again. And the same way as what he said, he did say in the clip, you have to know what you're up against. You have to know what's out there. All you, or most of you, are going to colleges, especially big colleges, and cults are all over the place over there. And you have to know what's out there, know what's up against. Understand the situation, because when placed in the situation, betting dollars to donuts, you might not be able to get out of the situation with your health, or maybe even with your life. Yes?
Okay, before we start talking about cults, can you please define what a cult is?
We will try to come to a working definition actually of that very shortly. Because it's very, very difficult. And one of the legal problems in cults is that, the cult will at various times try to use First Amendment rights to defend what it's doing. So let's try to come up with some type of working definition. Does anyone want to venture a working definition?
A working definition of
Cult.
cults?
Oh,
Would I can get you one?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, you don't have to
I want
get
you to
me
come
one.
up with one. It's an organization or a group in which depends on
It's a football team for a particular system of religious worship, especially with reference to its rites and ceremonies.
There we go.
case facts.
Thank you for the...
Or really any system for treating human sickness that originated. No, I disagree with that one.
Okay, so that...
I think it's maybe
Yeah, go for it.
a group of people who believe in something that other people would find strange.
Group of people who are... Well, that's not necessarily a
Here we
problem
go.
of this kind of a cult.
So,
But,
an exclusive group of persons sharing an esoteric, usually artistic or intellectual interest.
So that, again, that's not necessarily going to be our definition, because what we're talking about, whereas the general definition of cult means usually anything from a benign to a malevolent group, here we're only speaking about the malevolent groups. Although in the Downtown Jewish Academy we would like, and we would hope that you would choose Judaism, having esoteric beliefs is not necessarily outside of the pale of what the Downtown Jewish Academy necessarily stands for. Although, we clearly root for the Jewish side of things, and we clearly do root for the Jewish side of things. And if you want to have esoteric Jewish beliefs, that's okay with us. The statements made by Rabbi Rashik, okay. Anyway, but clearly, like I'm saying, we would hope here in the Donna Klein Jewish Academy that you would adopt Judaism as your religion that you follow, practice, or believe in. That being said, so having esoteric beliefs is not necessarily what we're speaking about. I would like to put forth 9 different characteristics, and then a summary. And so listen to this. So number 1, authoritarian. A crucial dimension of all of these cultic organizations is authoritarian leadership. There's always